What is going on, Hive Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to talk about how to use intermittent fasting while preventing muscle loss. Stay tuned. So I've been asked many times before, how do you do this and not lose muscle? That's what I want to know. How can you do all this weight loss without eating, and does your muscle become affected by it? Which is a valid question if someone's worried about going into their workouts and eventually losing muscle from lack of eating. Muscle is actually more resourceful and more resilient than one may think. The fitness industry will probably have you believe that muscle is the weakest thing in your body. And by the weakest thing in your body, I mean they make you feel like if you're not pampering, carrying your muscle, feeding it milk every 3 hours, making sure that it doesn't cry for more than 10 seconds, making sure that you're burping your muscles, that you will lose everything you've worked for in a matter of just days. That's the mentality that one needs to remove from their minds when they're thinking about doing intermittent fasting or any type of fasting regimen. You see, as long as you get enough proteins that can turn into amino acids to fuel the muscles, then you'll be fine. Does it necessarily matter so much that you're not constantly doing this? No, it does not. A research that was done back in 2009 with 16 men and women had them actually do alternate day fasting. They did alternate day fasting for 8 weeks. They lost an average amount of 12 pounds. How much of the pounds do you think were from body fat, and how much of the pounds do you think were from actual muscles? They lost 12 full pounds of body fat and 0 pounds of muscle. That's right, no muscle loss in 8 weeks with using alternate day fasting. Now let me tell you something about that that's even more freakish. None of the participants, not one of the 16 participants, did any weightlifting or weight training resistance. That's right, the body, using the fasted state, was still able to maintain 100% of their muscle while they weren't even working out the muscle. So just give that some thought. You're probably worried that you're gonna lose your muscles, right? However, you're actually going to the gym, you're doing either push-ups, you're doing weight resistance, you're doing calisthenics, you're doing something to maintain and or build the muscle that you have in your body. These people didn't do anything at all with their muscles, yet the body using intermittent fasting was still able to retain muscle. Also, fast forwarding to 2011, a comparative research study was done with people who didn't do intermittent fasting and people who did do intermittent fasting. It was about 107 people split up into groups, and they saw that nothing was different in terms of the people who didn't do intermittent fasting and people who did do intermittent fasting in terms of muscle loss. Now this is within 6 months. 6 months, and in terms of muscle loss, nothing showed any difference. Both groups still maintained about 90% of their muscles. I could even give you me as an example. I lost weight during that first month transformation. However, my lean mass remained the same. I use body fat calipers to measure my lean mass. Granted, it may be off a little bit slightly here and there because it's not going to be perfect. I understand that. I get that. But if muscle loss was so substantial, my lean mass would have been changing substantially as well. And it never did. Even the 8 months later video where I'm answering the questions, where I'm doing the intermittent fasting questions answered video, I had retained 96% of my muscle tissue. And for that 8 months straight, I did intermittent fasting every single day. So I know this video was titled how to do intermittent fasting while preventing muscle loss, and a lot of people that were worried about this subject may have clicked on this video to see exactly how you do that. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need to be afraid because there is nothing to worry about. Give your body a little bit more credit. But if you want to feel comfortable, I would say make sure that you're getting a good intake of protein from simply eating food. You simply eat food, you can get protein in. It doesn't have to be so egregious as a 1 pound per body weight. You could do 1 pound per lean body mass, lean body weight. And that can be measured by measuring your weight and using the fat calipers to determine what your lean mass is. It'll tell you how much body fat you have, and then you put that in the calculations for the total weight that you have on top of you. So then you use that information to understand what your lean mass is, and then maybe if you want to build muscle or if you want to maintain muscle, you can get close to that lean mass amount. And also, of course, maintain your workout routine. As long as you're working out, lifting the same amount of weights, your body will still determine that amount of muscle is needed. If you increase the weight, your body will determine that more muscle is needed and more calories will be allocated to putting that into place. Make sure you're sending the correct signals to your body about how you want it to be built, what exactly you need from your body. If you're working out your arms, your back, your chest, your legs, and you're making sure that you're proportionally attacking every part of your body efficiently in the gym, then your body will know that it needs to maintain that muscle tissue. It's not so much about eating all the time as it is just maintaining what you do, as well as giving it the protein when you do eat. And hopefully this answers your question. And if you had any fear about intermittent fasting and losing muscle, then hopefully this video has removed that fear. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you have any other questions to any other videos that I've had in the past, I will have one here. And of course, I will have my subscribe button down here. Go ahead and hit that button to subscribe or watch the video, whichever one you want to do first. Have a good one, guys. Peace.